Hello, Liz Beniscac here, Keller Williams. Want to talk to you today about economic goals. How much money do you want to make? And do you know when you are putting those goals together, how you're going to get there? And I'm talking about in the simplest of terms. You want to make a certain amount of money, you have to have a certain amount of appointments. So do you know the number? Because if you don't, I'm going to teach you how to figure it out. So let's just say, for the conversation's sake, you want to bring home $200,000 this year. Nice amount of money. It'd be really nice if you could just get checks that total $200,000 and skip on your merry way. But it doesn't work that way, right? Because the IRS wants some money, and you got to pay for things like photography and assistance and life and what have you. So we're going to add it all up. So there's a conversion rate. Your net income should be 40%. There should be an operating expense of 30% and a cost of sales of 30%. This gives you, when we break it down. So if we take your net income goal of $200,000 and then we add 30% to that, which would be 150, and we add another cost of sales, which would be another 150, we're left with $500,000 in terms of what your total gross commission income needs to be, which can be a little nauseating because that's a lot of money. But you can do it, and I'm going to tell you how. All right. So we really need to know how much money you're earning. So here in Rockland County, the average sale is about $500,000, give or take. So we'll just use that number because simple math. So $500,000 at a 2.5% commission gives you a $12,500 commission check. So you do the math, right? It's 40 units that you need to get to that $200,000 paycheck. Hallelujah. So now, with those total commissions sold, what are the percentages? So again, conversation's sake today, we're going to split them to 50-50. And it's easy enough. You just go back and you look to see how many listings you sold and how many buyers you sold. And if you want to adjust, you have to change your MO, but this is another conversation. So 50% sell side, 50% buy side. So when we run those numbers, if 50% of 40 is 20 units that you have to sell, right, for listings. And then we need to know what your conversion rate is. Again, if you don't know what your conversion rate is, you need to call me. I will totally help you figure that out. But for this conversation, we're going to say it's 75%. So when you do that math, that means you're at 27 units for your listings needed. Okay. And then when we factor it in more for your appointment conversion rate at 75%, you're now at 36 appointments needed for the sell side. Now, the beauty of this exercise is we did a 50-50, so you don't have to go through the torturous math with me. It's 36 on the sell side, 36 on the buy side, giving us 72 appointments that we need for you in 1 year. Now, 72 appointments sounds like a lot of appointments, but thankfully, we have 12 months to complete those. It doesn't have to be done in a week. And when you break it down from the 72 appointments, if you go to on a monthly basis, it's 6. And then if you go down to a weekly basis, it's 1.5. You can certainly do 1.5 new appointments a week. Notice I said new. You're not going to be schlepping the same buyer around to 72 appointments. That doesn't count. You still only sold one house. This is new blood. So when you look at all of these things, it doesn't necessarily need to be daunting. What's that old saying? How to eat an elephant one bite at a time? Well, you're going to get to this $500,000 by 1.5 appointments a week. And if you need help with the conversion rates, or you're not sure where those 72 appointments are going to come from, that's another conversation. So you can call me. I hope you have a great day. I hope you got some benefit out of this, and I would really love to speak with you about your business. Take care.